because you look so fine that I really want to make you mine. Say you look so fine that I really want to make you mine. 4, 5, 6, come on and get your kicks. Now you don't need the money when you look like that, do you, honey? I said, are you gonna be my girl? It's a 1, 2, 3, take my hand and come with me because you look so fine that I really want to make you mine. Say you look so fine that I really want to make you mine. 4, 5, 6, come on and get your kicks. Now you don't need the money with a face like that, do you? I said, are you gonna be my girl? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Come on! I can see you want me. That was Are You Gonna Be My Girl by Jet, and I played it straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. In just a moment, I'll do a basic tutorial covering everything I just played. At the very end, I'll do a slow motion close-up play along that you might find helpful. But right now, if you like the video, please like the video with the thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want over 1,000 more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each one with a link to its own free video tutorial and play along, just like this one, then check out our Dropbox and then come play with us. All right, I'm going to go through this chronologically, but before I do, let me just say that everything you see in bright red you can ignore if you want. Those are segue chords. If you're a beginner or you just don't want to work that hard, you can ignore those chords and it won't sound as good. I'm not going to say it sounds as good. It won't sound as good, but it won't sound wrong. Those are like in-between chords, right? So they add panache, they add finesse, they add style, and they make it more authentic to the original piece. But if you leave them out, it won't be wrong. You'll still be playing the basic chords correctly. You can do that. The other thing I have to say, though, the intro, I used my low string. And I have this ukulele tuned with a low G. My dog has fleas, as opposed to my dog has fleas. This intro really won't sound good unless you have a low G ukulele. Sorry about that. What I would suggest is, if you have a high G ukulele and you want to play it, just play the chords. you can do it. You can do the same riff that I do later on when I'm strumming. You could do that as an intro, and that would work just fine. Okay, now chronologically through. We start off with just percussion, right? I think they actually have like a tambourine going. So if you've got another person who isn't playing ukulele, give them a tambourine, give them some bells, give them something like that. It would sound great. But it's a backbeat. Backbeat meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how the beat is, and that's like 4 measures of that. I call that a Z chord, or I didn't make that up. People call that a Z chord, which is basically when you lay your left hand lightly on the strings, so you can't tell. You know, you're not forming a chord. You just get percussion when you run your fingernails across it. That's the idea. So the first line is that. Okay, the next lines, the like 7/8 of the rest of the intro, I'm only using 2 strings, the 3rd and 4th from the floor, and I'm using my thumb and my forefinger on those 2 strings, right? My other fingers are just kind of keeping the other strings from getting played accidentally, but so those are the 2 strings, right? And for the most part, it's completely. It's 1 note at a time. And if you're wondering which finger I use to pluck which string, well, I got 2 fingers on the 2 strings, so those are the fingers I'm using. Now, it's pretty quick, but it's actually pretty darn easy because you don't actually have to move your fingers much at all. Here we go. I got my middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string from the floor, and I'm going, and then I'm going to pull off. So you kind of pluck it as you do that, right? And then slam it right back down for another pluck with your thumb. And then I use my index finger finally. Or you can, that last one, you can use your thumb. I think I might have plucked that with my thumb. I'm not sure. I might have. Anyway. Second line. Starts out the same way, but then... So I'm plucking that 3rd string from the floor, and then I drop my ring finger on the 2nd fret, and I slide it up to the 3rd. Slide it back down and pluck it again. Pull off. And then my thumb. Right? Let me do that one more time. That's it. And then 3rd line is exactly the same as the 1st. The 1st half of the 4th line is exactly the same as the 2nd. And then it gets fun. And I switch. Normally, those of you who watch my videos know that most of the time I stay, with my 4 strong fingers on the 4 strings, and you can tell which I'm going to pluck based on where they're sitting. But this time I found it easier to use my strongest fingers, to switch my strongest fingers over to the low 2 strings. I say low to the 2 strings closest to the floor, the 1st and 2nd strings. And then so I'm plucking those strings over and over and again, and I'm using, again, my middle 2 strings on the 3rd fret here of the 1st and 2nd strings. Excuse me, I'm using my middle fingers on the 3rd fret of the 1st and 2nd strings. So here's what I'm doing. 0, 3rd fret, 5th, and slide up to the 6th, and then I switch to the middle 2 strings, That's it. And then I go right to the A. And that's it. That's it for the intro. Okay, now that riff, which, again, if you have a high G ukulele, I'd suggest just play the riff instead for the intro. The riff at the bottom or at the end of the intro, which repeats throughout the song, is not actually hard. I'm starting out with an A, right? And then the segues, I'm going to... You notice I'm dampening with my fingers there to give it a little bit more abruptness. And I, just for one upstroke, I go to a C6. That's it. And then a C5. That's these two. And back. That's actually a C6. It's an alternative C6. So you don't have to play that if you don't want to. You could play this C6. But it doesn't sound as good. That sounds better. So anyway, you practice for it if you want to. Then back to the first. And the riff again. So 1, 2, 3, take my hand and come with me. And that's it. There's a lot of repetition of pieces of those riffs till you get to the chorus. Big black boots. And the chorus, the first part of the chorus, has exactly the same chords, has a set of chords, exactly the same 4 times. D, D, D. I'm dropping my pinky onto the C. I drop a G, and then my middle finger is going to slide down to form the next D. D, D, D. My index finger is going to slide down for that A. Like a teeth. Here's where, like I said, all those bright red chords, those segue chords, you can ignore those if you want, but they aren't hard. They provide a lot of finesse and a lot more reminiscent of the original rock music. But so, I could see. Just pick up one finger and you've got an A7 for one strum. And then to a C. You home with me. Pick that up for it's a C6. And then to the D. You with another. That's it. Just for one strum. Yeah. Pick it up again for an A7. And it's the same thing again. I know we ain't got much to say. The hardest chord of the song, E. Now this is the 3rd string from the floor. I'm sliding that from the 2nd fret to the 4th. So, and to a G, and you hang out there for a while. I said, are you gonna be my girl? And you're back to that riff. That's it. I think I'm going to stop talking at you. The rest of the song is just repetitions of those things. Now I'm going to play slow motion through the first page of the song. That is to say, through the intro, the verse, the chorus one time. The rest, like I said, is duplicated of that anyway. So here we go. In slow motion, close up on my chord changing hand mostly, but I'm going to try to show my strumming hand a little bit so you can see how I'm doing that. In slow motion. Play along if you like. Here goes. Starting with the percussion on the intro. 5, 6, slow motion, 7, and... take my hand and come with me, because you look so fine that I really wanna make you mine. I say you look so fine that I really wanna make you mine. 4, 5, 6, come on and get your kicks. Now you don't need the money when you look like that, do you, honey? Big black boots, long brown hair. She's so sweet with her get back stare. Well, I could see you home with me, but you were with another man. Yeah, I know he ain't got much to say before I let you get away. Yeah. I said, are you gonna be my girl? That's it. See you Wednesday. Bye.